Good morning, everyone. I hope your day is going well and that you have sprung forward because it is Spring Forward Sunday. Just wanted to throw something out to you who are Christian in faith and you've been walking and you've been struggling, you've been walking and struggling and had victories and had setbacks. Yeah, you and me. I wanted to share something with you about worship and when we either sing to God or we talk to God, and what does that look like on our own, but corporately when we're maybe at a church or something along those lines. You know, I was raised Catholic, and in Catholicism you really don't raise your hands when you sing, you just sing, right? When I became a Christian and I went to my first church service, I saw people holding their hands up in the air. I'm like, man, there's a lot of people here with questions, like, you know, because they're all raising their hands, you know, like, what's going on here? And it didn't hit me until this past week of what is going on. And I want to relay this story to anybody out there who's a parent, right? You've birthed or fathered a child, and I want you to go back to when that child was 1.5, 2, 3 years old, and they come running to you with their arms up in the air and looking up to you, right? I just want you to picture that for a second, okay? There's this notion inside of me that when I'm watching these people, you know, these people in church with their hands up in the air and they're singing off key and they're crying and all this, I'm like, what is going on with these people? Like, what is wrong with them? Like, oh, they must be holier than that. I mean, I'm not raising my hands because I'm dignified and I'm you know, this and well, you know, I have status. Don't you know I'm the vice president of the division of this company and blah blah blah. And man, these people must be like really connected to God and holier than thou, and that's why they're raising their hands. Okay, that was what was going through my mind, and probably many other people's minds as they're in church with some really good passionate music going, and they're sitting with their hands in their pocket looking around going, man, what is going on here? And the analogy that I'm going to go back to is that 2, 3, 4-year-old coming to you with their arms raised, looking up to you, right? They're not having their arms up in the air because they're holier than thou. They are not having their hands up in the air because they're at some spiritual level over the other 2-year-olds that are in their peer group. They're raising their hands because they need one thing, and that's you. And they need to be close to you, and they need to have intimacy with you. And when that child comes running to you, you don't stop and put your hand on their head and say, hey, hold it there. What's going on? And talk down to them. No, you put your hands underneath those little armpits and you raise them up and you wrap your hands around them and you hold them tight, and they wrap their arms and hands around you too. And they may be crying, they may be happy, they may just need you. And as adults who are imperfect, who are sinners, who are being beaten down with things in this world that are causing anxiety and depression and loneliness and hopelessness, man, I raise my hands not because I'm holier than anybody at that church. As a matter of fact, it's the exact opposite. I need God more than ever in my life. And that is my way of reaching up, like my 2-year-old at one point, because they're not 2 anymore, and saying, I need you. I desire closeness with you. I desire intimacy with you. I need you. I need you to calm me. I need you to tell me it's okay. I need you. And so many of you will head to church this morning, and I pray that you come with an expectation of there's a God in heaven that wants relationship with you. There's a God in heaven that wants intimacy with you. And sometimes we look up at the Lord like David did in Psalm 13 and say, God, how long are you going to hide your face from me? How long are you going to let my enemies prevail? What if he's up in heaven looking at you saying, hey, how long are you going to hide your face from me? How long are you going to keep paying attention to the enemy? Man, raise your arms. You need him. He needs you.